Hello, welcome to the Yoga NoHo Center. I'm Alan, and I will be giving you class today. A little bit modification of a little power and just a little bit of a good old-fashioned yoga stretch. Okay, so I'd like to start with a little meditation and to center ourselves within our body. So come to cross-legged posturing. Close your eyes and find your breath. Take nice, long, deep inhale and a nice, long, deep exhale. Now find the center of your head right between the forehead, right behind the forehead, between the eyes. And inhale right into that spot. So inhale deep into the center of the head. Find yourself there, and on the exhale, release it from that spot. One more nice long deep inhale right into the center of the head and lift up to the top with your head to the ceiling. On your exhale, sit deep into your sit bones and start to lengthen the spine. One more inhale right into the center of the head, lift the top of the head up, open up that lotus flower, receiving the universal energy. Stay strong and lifted on your exhale, sit deep into your sit bones. Let's try that one more time, creating that duality of inhale, elongating, lifting, sitting deep into the sit bones, and exhale, release. On your next inhale, go ahead and take your hands in front of you and slowly begin to walk your hands out in front of you as far as you can. No rush to get anywhere, and just let the body stop. Inhale, exhale here. Inhale. On your exhale, slowly release the body forward as much as you can. 3 more times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Elongate out of the lower back as much as you can, and exhale. Start to feel the body come forward. No rush, just nice and slow movements. Let the body and the breath do the work. One more inhale. Elongate, lift. Exhale, slowly release the body closer to the floor. On your next inhale, go ahead and slowly roll yourself back up to seated posture. On your exhale, we're going to slowly roll off of the sit bones and start to roll the lower lumbars into the mat. Hold on to your knees. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Open up the heart just a little bit toward the ceiling if you can. And exhale, slowly releasing the lower back toward the floor. If you can, think about creating a little space into your lower lumbars to create a little plateau there. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Come back onto your sit bones. Open up the heart a little bit more to the ceiling. Shoulder blades a little bit more down the back. And then exhale, slowly releasing the lower lumbars into the mat. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Come sitting up nice and tall and stay there, relax just a little bit. Now, we're going to bring our right arm above our head and slowly reach it over to the left side. So slowly taking that over, slowly lifting up nice and tall. Inhale, elongating. Exhale, slowly release. Stretching that sideways to the left. Inhale, elongate, lift. Pressing into the right sit bone as you slowly release over to the left side. And one more inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale up. Place both hands onto your knees. On your exhale, release the lower back toward the mat, coming off your sit bones, stretching to the shoulder blades, round the back. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then with the left arm coming up, inhale, elongating, sitting deep into the left sit bone as you exhale over to the right side. 3 more nice, long, deep inhale, exhales. Inhale, elongate, lift, sit really deep in the left side so you stretch out that side waist. Exhale, inhale. And inhale. And exhale. Sit up nice and tall on your inhale. Both hands on your knees. Exhale, release off the sit bones. Release that lower back into the mat as much as you can. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Let's see how that worked. Now inhale, elongate, right arm comes up. And take it over to the right side as much as possible. And inhale up. Let's just take it to the other side. And exhale. One more time. Inhale, elongate, and exhale. Really get into that side waist. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale up. Both hands on the knees. Exhale, roll into that lower back. Now create a little plateau. So you can create a little plateau so you can bring your legs up, because you're now sitting into your lower back so much your legs are free. And then we're going to come up onto all fours. Place your hands underneath the shoulder blades, knees hip distance apart. All fours. So you can uncurl the toes here. Inhale, open up your heart into cow toward this front wall. On your exhale, start a slow roll with the lower back up toward the ceiling, and then slowly push your way through the shoulder blades into cat. Inhale into cow. Open up that heart just a little bit toward the front wall. And exhale, start with that lower back, slow roll through every vertebrae in the spine as much as you can into cat. Inhale into cow. And on your exhale, whatever feels good to you, slowly waking up your body, getting it into the shoulder blades and the hips. Continue the inhales and exhales as much as possible. Just wake up your body. Do whatever feels good to you. And let's come into a neutral spine. Place the hands underneath the shoulder blades. We're going to slowly bring our elbows into our rib cage, coming down, inhaling. Inhale, slow roll, come down. And exhale, press away, round through the shoulder blades. This is going to warm you up for your chaturangas. Inhale, bring your elbows right into your rib cage, almost all the way down. Exhale, press away, round through the shoulder blades. And one more time. Inhale, come almost all the way down. And then exhale, press away through the shoulder blades. Now we're going to go ahead and sit back, bringing your hips back into child's posture. So bring your knees out to the sides of the mat as much as possible, and drop your gluteals onto your heels, and relax the forehead onto the floor as much as possible. Bring your elbows down, but extend your arms as much as you can in front of you. So find your breath. Just release it all right here. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, you're going to come onto your fingertips and lift your elbows off the floor and press your shoulders into your back. So inhale up, on your fingertips, elbows off the floor, shoulder blades on your back. Exhale, bring it down, relax. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale onto your fingertips, elbows off the mat, shoulder blades press into your back. And release. This is a little pre-forward tense to the down dog. We're going to do inhale onto the fingertips, shoulder blades, elbows up, and release. Now let's inhale all back up to all fours again. Bring the knees back in, hands underneath the shoulder blades. Take a nice long deep inhale here, curl the toes under, and press the palms down so the knees float off the mat about 2 to 3 inches. Take a nice long deep inhale. And straighten the arms, bring the hips toward the ceiling into your first down dog. Let's go ahead and paddle it out. I'm not going to try to go for the perfect dog right away. We're just going to ease the body, getting to the sideways, stretching, waking up the body, getting us ready for the workout that we're going to take. Stretching. So really find your body, stretching as much as you can, working it up. Take a nice long deep inhale here. Let's go to the palms, open up the fingertips, press the palms into the mat. Slight micro bend in the elbows. Drop your shoulder blades down your back as much as you can. Micro bend the knees. And lift the high hamstring muscles to the ceiling. Very nice. Very, very nice. Looking good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to slowly bend our knees, and we're going to walk our hands back to our feet. We're going to slowly drop the chest onto the thigh. Bend the knees a lot so the weight of the body drops onto the chest. Chest is on your thighs as much as possible. Let the weight of the shoulders and the head go, and lengthen. Let the lower back, the weight of the lower back come down, stretching the hamstring muscles. Nice. Go ahead and place your hands onto the floor. Walk your feet all the way out to the sides of your mat. And we'll get a little bit better stretch here. So bend your knees a lot again, and let the body weight fall forward into this stretch so that you
letting the body weight hang forward. And shoulders release, relaxing everything. Just let the weight of the body do the work. Inhale, now lengthen through that lower back. Inhale, let the air fill up in that lower back, and your exhale, let the shoulders and the body release. Let the knees bend. And just let the body hang out. Now swagger the hips side to side a little bit. Get your own stretch going. Waking up your body, letting the lower back release. Go ahead and put your hands back on in front of you. Walk your feet back in a little bit into the down dog position. Walking your hands back out. And let's find your dog again. So hands are under the floor, the mat. Elbows are micro bent. Knees are slightly bent. Lift the high hamstring muscles to the ceiling. And let the lower back stretch through the shoulder blades. Nice. Nice. Good. Very nice. Beautiful. Now, let's take a nice long deep inhale. Bend the knees a little bit more and then walk your feet to your hands now. Let's come into a forward fold toward the front of our mat. From here, we're going to keep the knees bent. Your feet can be about 2 or 3 inches apart, whatever's comfortable for you right now. Bend the knees a lot. Let the body weight hang over here. Now we're going to inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands into your shins. Keep the knees slightly bent and lengthen and try to think of coming into a flat back position. And exhale, let the chest fall into the thighs. We're going to do that 3 more times. Each time we're going to fire up the body a little bit more, lengthening. So inhale, elongate, lengthen. Keeping those knees slightly bent. Exhale, chest onto the thighs. Inhale, elongate, lengthen. Lengthen out that lower back. Great, beautiful. Exhale, chest on thighs. And then one more time. Inhale, elongate, lengthen. And exhale, bend your knees, chest onto the thighs. Release it all. Now, in the next inhale, we're going to do a slow roll up all the way to standing. So bend the knees a little bit more. Inhale, slow roll up all the way. And this can bring our palms to our heart center. We're going to close our eyes. Samasthita Tati. Bend your knees slightly. Press your weight into the feet, all 4 corners. Tuck the pelvic area underneath you. Shoulder blades down your back. Find a nice intention for your class today. Feel yourself centered to your body. Feel the strength of just being present and grounded. Inhale, the hands above the head now. Bring them down and up. And exhale, release. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale, hands above the head. And exhale, bring your shoulder blades down your back. We're going to bring our right hand toward the ceiling and just reach nice and tall. Press through your right heel. Lengthen to that sideways. Exhale down. Inhale, left hand up. Lengthening. Exhale down. Press to the opposite heel. So as the right hand reaches up, press through the right heel, ground, lengthen to that sideways. Exhale down. This is basically what we were doing when we were sitting down. Inhale, left hand switching out. Just another development of that. And exhale down. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, press the shoulder blades down the back. So remember what that's like in your down dog. So if we bring our shoulder blades up, sometimes we get caught up here in our down dog. But we want to remember to bring our shoulder blades down our back in our down dog. One more time, just like that. Inhale up. And exhale down. We're going to do that one more time, bringing the shoulder blades up. This time we're going to bring our shoulder blades, our elbows all the way out the side and open up the heart. Inhale, back up. Go ahead and bring your shoulders all the way up to your ears. And then open it up. This time, just bring the hands up, shoulder blades stay down. And exhale, up, out to the side. And release the hands behind your back, interlace the fingertips. Press the heart to the ceiling as you engage the palm. You're going to fall forward into a flat back. Stop right here. Keep your knees bent. So release the hands here. Release the hands. Come into a flat back. Elongate. Exhale, roll your chest onto your thighs. Come all the way down. Place your hands on either side of the feet and step back into a plank position. Place the hands underneath the shoulder blades. Knees are lifted, hips are lifted. Press your heels to the back wall. We're gonna come down 3 times. Each time we're gonna come down a little bit lower. Each time we're gonna bring our elbows into our rib cage. So we're gonna come down about 3 to 6 inches. You can place your knees down if this ever becomes too much for you. And exhale, press away. Inhale, about 12, 13 inches. Exhale, press away. Always can put the knees down if this is too much. Inhale, come almost all the way down. And then exhale, press away. Let's go ahead and drop the knees now. Inhale, come all the way down. Uncurl the toes. Do little cobras here just to warm up the shoulder blades in the back. Keep your hands underneath the shoulder blades. Inhale, come on up slowly. Exhale, release. 2 more times, each time coming up a little bit more. Keep the elbows in the rib cage. Inhale, come on up. Warming up that lower back and shoulder blades. Exhale, release. 1 more time, all the way up as much as you can. Pressing the shoulder blades down the back, elbows in the rib cage. Exhale, release. This time we're gonna push all the way up into an up dog. Up dog, press the palms down, open up the heart as much as possible. Exhale, curl the toes under, down dog. So find your dog now. Really press through the fingertips. Try to lift out of the wrists if you can, so don't drop into your wrist. If you put a slight micro bend into the elbows, just so they're out to the side, bring those shoulder blades down our back. Beautiful adjustment. Micro bend the knees, lift to the high hamstrings. That's it, beautiful adjustment. Lovely, lovely, lovely. You were doing all that as I was saying it to her. Good job. Fantastic job there, Kat. Looking good, looking good. Okay, I forgot to introduce our students today. We have Kat and Marlene, some excellent students. Thank you so much for being here to participate. Give me a nice long deep inhale and give me a nice loud audible exhale. Excellent. So let's go ahead and bend our knees a lot. Look to the front of the mat and walk our feet up to our hands. We're gonna inhale, halfway lift, flat back, elongating, lifting. Exhale, chest onto the thighs. We're gonna place our hands down and step back into high plank now. Good. And then we'll exhale through a chaturanga. As much as possible, knees down are always option. Inhale into up dog. And then exhale back into down dog. Lovely job. Okay, that's good. Good. Well, now I think we're warmed up and ready to do a little vinyasa, just a teeny one. So, once again, take a nice long deep inhale, bend the knees a lot, and exhale, walk the feet to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift fat back, lengthen, elongate. Exhale, chest on thighs. This time we're gonna come all the way up, hands above our head. And then we're gonna exhale, swan dive, leading with the heart, hands come behind us. Keep the knees slightly bent as we slowly roll the chest onto our thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, hands onto the shins. Exhale, hands on either side of the feet, step back into a high plank. Exhale into chaturanga, keep those elbows into the rib cage. Inhale, knees down, always an option. Open up the heart, into up dog, and then slowly walking your feet back into down dog. Once again, find your dog, press the fingertips through the mat, press the palms down, lift out of the wrists, micro bend the elbows, drop the shoulder blades down the back, slight micro bend the knees, and lift the high hamstring muscles to the ceiling, landing in the back. We're here for one more breath. Inhale, loud audible exhale, let it release. Inhale, bend the knees, look to the hands, walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands on shins, lengthen, elongate. Exhale, chest on thighs. Inhale, hands above the head. And exhale, lead with the heart, swan dive. Opening up the heart, keep the knees bent, chest on thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Keep those knees micro bent. Exhale, hands down either side of the feet. Chaturanga, elbows into the rib cage. Inhale into up dog. And exhale into down dog. Lovely job, lovely job. Okay, ready to move on. Very well done. So let's micro bend the left knee and inhale the right leg high behind us. So you're welcome to stay here. You want to go a little bit further, we can stack the right hip on top of the left hip.
keeping that left knee micro bent. And if you want to go into scorpion, then you can bend the right knee, keeping that right foot flexed. Flex that foot. Now you can start to stretch to that left quad muscle as you flex the heel to your glute. Now keep that opposite knee, the left knee micro bent, and stretch as much as you can. You can always keep the leg straight and not extend the leg, but if you're okay with that, that's great. Now let's inhale the leg back to straight, square the hip back off. So look at it straight. Great, great, great. Take a nice long deep inhale here. On your exhale, bring that knee into your chest and come into plank. Nice. Now inhale that leg back to straight, elongate. And on your exhale, swing that foot between the hands. And let's let the left knee come to the floor. And bring both hands onto that right knee. Make sure you have a 90-degree angle right over here. Knee is always a 90-degree angle over the foot. Sit up nice and tall as you can. And on your exhale, see if you can't sit into your stretch and start to stretch out your groin muscle. Inhale. And exhale, sit a little deeper. Inhale. And exhale. And let's inhale the hands above the head. Open up that heart. Elongate the stomach and the chest to the ceiling. On your exhale, drop both hands either side of the right foot. You can come onto your fingertips. Curl the left toe under. Straighten that left leg. Scoot it up a little bit if you need to. And then we're going to come inhale into crescent posture. So inhale into crescent. Sitting low as you can. Try to keep this left leg straight if you can. Square off the hips, bring the right hip back, left hip forward, bring the stomach away from the thighs as much as you can, sit low. Shoulder blades are down the back, fingertips are fired up. Take a nice long deep inhale, look up. Exhale, open up the elbows out to the side and stretch that heart up to the ceiling. Inhale, come back into crescent. Exhale, drop the chest onto the thigh. Inhale that right foot back to meet the left. Elbows into the ribcage. Exhale, chaturanga. Touch the elbows of the ribcage. Inhale, open up that heart as much as you can. Knees are always down as an option here. Exhale, curl the toes under. Break it into down dog. Got a breath here. Let's micro bend the right knee and inhale the left leg high. And then we're going to go through this side now. So try to keep the standing leg slightly bent. And when you're ready, if you'd like to, you can stack the left hip on top of the right hip. And if you like to go into scorpion, bringing that right left heel to your left gluteal muscle. Stretching that left side. Good. Nice, very nice. Stretching that side waist. Looking good, looking good. So inhale that leg back to straight. Unsquare off the hip. Square the hip back off. That's good. Take a nice long deep inhale here. On your exhale, bring that knee into your chest into plank position. And then inhale that leg back to strong and high behind us. And on exhale, bring it all the way through between our hands for that left foot between our hands. And then let's bring the right knee to the mat. Both hands are on that left thigh. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, sit and stretch. 3 more breaths here. Make sure the 90-degree angle right over that foot. You can always start to stretch a little bit more. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale, exhale. Let's take the hands above the head. Inhale. Open up that heart. Stretch the stomach up. Exhale, chest onto the thigh, onto your fingertips. Curl the right toe under. Bring that right knee off the floor mat. Take a nice long deep inhale. And come up into crescent. Bring the left hip back, right hip forward. Your feet can be hip distance apart here. Try to keep that right knee as straight as you can. Shoulder blades are down and back. Take a nice long deep inhale. Exhale, sit a little teeny deeper if you can. It's all about teeny, teeny, teeny bits. One more inhale, look up. Exhale, elbows out to the side, open that heart. Inhale, back up to crescent. Exhale, drop the chest onto the thigh. Inhale, left foot back to meet right. Elbows into the rib cage. As you exhale, knees down are always an option here. Inhale into up dog. And then exhale into down dog. We're here for 3 breaths. Go through your alignment. Find your equally distributing the weight between your heels, your feet, and your hands. so that you're equaling out the weight so the body doesn't fatigue. Beautiful posturing here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. There's no need to like try to straighten the legs. The straighten the legs comes from a stretch in the hamstring muscle. So when you lift the high hamstring muscles, that strengthens the knees. So we don't want to go for locked knees because that doesn't let our pelvic area allow it to rotate. So it's about the rotation of the pelvic area that stretches our hamstring muscles and lengthens to our lower back. Lovely job. Okay, so take a nice long deep inhale. A lot audible exhale. Because you're going to work hard here for a second. Okay, bend the knees, look to the front of the mat. You walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Elongate, keep those knees slightly bent. Exhale, chest on thighs, and let's inhale into chair posture. Bring the toes together as much as you can. The knees are going to probably touch. Sit up nice and tall. Sit down as like you're sitting in the chair. Now shoulder blades are down the back. So let's feel the fingertips fire up. Take a nice long deep inhale. Exhale, see if you can sit a teeny bit deeper. One more inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, let's forward fold. Knees are slightly bent as we drop our chest onto our thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands on chins. Exhale, hands down, step back, chaturanga. Elbows into the rib cage. Touch the rib cage with those elbows. Inhale into up dog. And exhale, curl those toes into down dog. Micro bend the left knee. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, we're going to swing it all the way through between the hands. We're going to come right up into crescent. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to open up that heart. Elbows out to the side. Inhale into crescent. Exhale, chest on thighs. Inhale, right foot back to meet left. Elbows in rib cage, touched. Inhale, knees down, always an option. Inhale into up dog. And then exhale into down dog. Micro bend the right knee as we inhale, left leg high. Exhale, swing the left foot through all the way. Inhale into crescent. Exhale, open up the heart, elbows to the side. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, chest on thigh. Inhale, left foot back to meet right. Elbows touch the rib cage. Knees down, always an option. Inhale into up dog. And exhale, take it back into down dog. Lovely job, lovely job. How we doing? Good? You want to do one more? You want to do one more? One more? Okay, we'll do one more. Kat says it's okay. Kat's the boss. Okay. Equal out the weight now, so don't fatigue. Catch your breath. Take the weight in the palms, take the weight in the feet, and just kind of distribute it. So don't fatigue in one particular area. Take a nice long deep inhale here. Give me a loud audible exhale. Let it go. Say, I'm ready to attack. I'm ready to go. All right, good. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, walk or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, lengthen out of the lower back, hands on chins. Exhale, chest on thighs. Inhale, right into chair pose. Here we go. We're gonna, ready to go, swan dive. Exhale. Keep the knees bent. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. Knees down, always an option on any of these chaturangas. Exhale, back in. Down dog. Micro bend the left knee. Inhale, right foot high. Exhale, swing the right foot through all the way. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, open it up. Don't have to do the heart opener if it's too much. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, chest on thigh. Inhale, right foot back. Don't need to do the chaturanga. You can just go back into down dog. Meet me there. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, curl those toes under down. Micro bend right knee. Inhale, left foot high. Exhale, swing the left foot through. Inhale into crescent. Don't have to do the heart opener. Exhale if you do, a heart opener. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, chest on thighs. You don't have to do this chaturanga or just go back into down dog. Exhale, chaturanga if you want. Elbows in the rib cage. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, curl those toes under down dog. All right. Looking good. Nice long deep inhale. Exhale, bring those knees down. And say, I did it. I did it. Okay. Nice job. You want some water? You don't have any water. That's okay. I kind of do the camel effect too. You guys good? All right. We'll do a little standing posture with a little balancing. Okay, and then we'll just do a teeny bit more things. And then, but that's pretty much the most vigorous part of it. So if you made it this far, you did good. You did real good. Okay, so, ready to continue a little bit? Okay, let the heart rate slow down. Find your breath. Settle into ourselves. Okay, so let's come up and stand up. However you want to do that. So, do you have any desires to do any balancing postures? Do you have a balancing posture in mind? Okay, cat. Anything but tree. I did tree last time, so. Okay, we can do that. That's a good one. So first of all, let's just kind of practice our balance. Okay, so we're gonna just evenly find your weight into your feet. And so make sure it's even. And then what you wanna do is you wanna press down into your right foot so your left foot starts to float off the mat. So press down so much on your right foot, the left foot is now off the mat. And then let's press down to the left foot, and then press down so much to the left foot, and slightly bend the left knee actually, so the right foot kind of has a little bit of a floating action. Now that's that balance. Now let's take it back to the right side. Press down to the right foot, micro bend the right knee, and press down so the left foot's off the mat. And then let's do the left foot again. Micro bend the left knee, press down to the left foot, right foot's up. Great. Okay, let's check it out. So I'm gonna do a little modification on that, okay? So we're gonna basically, you can stay there with that. If you wanna go a little bit further, you can go a little bit further. I'll show you a little bit further, but you can stay wherever you want to, wherever you feel like you're comfortable, okay? So just find your comfortability. I don't know, is that a word? I just made it up, I think, okay. Comfortability. Okay, where you're comfortable. I think that's probably the better way of saying it, but never mind that. Anyway, so press down into your right foot. So really feel the balance of the right foot. Now you're always welcome to do a kickstand anywhere you want, okay? So if you want to stay here, you can stay here. Okay, if you want to go a little bit further, you can engage bringing the left toe, the fingers into the left toe and hook that left toe. Or you can just stay there with the knee bent. If you want to bring the foot out in front of you, you can bring the foot out in front of you. Place opposite hand on the hip. And if you want to go a little bit further, you can take the leg out to the side, but you can also just stay where you are. And then let's bring it back home. Bring it in. And bring it down. And shake it out. I always cracked my toes. I was like, I should have cracked my toes beforehand. They cramp. Toes start to cramp. Come on, toes, grip the mat. Okay, so going for the other side. This is my good side. I have a good side and I have a bad side, we all do. So press down into your left foot. I don't know why, but it always seems to feel a little bit stronger on my left side. You can stay here. You can grab the right toe if you like. Place that left hand onto your hip. If you want to go a little bit further, you can extend the leg out in front of you. If you want to go a little bit further, you can take the leg out to the side. And then bring it back in. And release it. And take it down. And shake it out. Okay, good. I don't think I can crack my toes anymore. All right, so good job, good job, good job. A little bit more. We're going to turn ourselves to the side. So we're going to open up to the sides of the mat. Good, not too much, not too much. So make sure is that we're going to bend our knees. And when we bend our knees, we want our knees to be right over our feet. Okay, so you're going to turn your knees out to the side. And when you bring your knees out to the side, you just want your knees to be right out over your feet. Tuck the pelvic area underneath you. We're going to sit down for 10, pressing down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, stay there for a second. And then press up nice and tall. Turn the feet forward. We're gonna take the arms out to the side. We're gonna bend our knees, and we're gonna forward fold, leading with the heart. Inhale, and exhale all the way down. So bend the knees as much as you can, and let the body weight take you forward. So once again, let the weight of the body stretch you. Take a nice long deep inhale, and relax on your exhale. Good, very nice. So, from here, swagger the hips a little bit side to side so you can get that stretch going.
Take a nice long deep inhale and let the head and body release. Then let's inhale, elbows onto our knees. Walk your feet in just a little bit if you need to. Good. So I'm gonna actually walk off camera here for a second and grab you guys a block in case you need one, just so you have one. You can put that right underneath your heart. You may not need one, but just in case you want one. You can place your left hand on that block if you need to, or if you want to, you can just come onto your fingertips. And then take the right hand onto the right hip, elongate out the lower back. Keep the knees bent so that you can rotate the pelvic area until flat back. And then inhale, lengthen to that side waist. Open up that heart to the right. And then if you want to extend the right arm, you can do so. The thing to do here is to elongate on the inhale. And exhale, you're going to twist the heart a little bit more to the ceiling. Nice, easy movements. Inhale, lengthening to the lower back. Exhale, twisting. Just a teeny bit toward the heart to the ceiling. One more inhale, elongating. Inhale, exhale, release. And go ahead and take that hand down. And then take it and swagger hips side to side, release it all forward. And then inhale, elbows onto the knees. Flatten the back. Right hand comes up right on the block or right on your fingertips underneath the heart. And then left hand onto the hip. And then when you're ready, inhale, lengthen, elongate the left hand to the ceiling, and exhale, twisting to that side waist. Beautiful, ladies. Nice job. Inhale, lengthening. Good adjustment. That was the good adjustment from the lower back. So you have that lengthen out of the lower back. Exhale, a little bit more. One more inhale. And exhale, go ahead and bring that hand down to the mat or to the block. Swagger the hips side to side. You be swaggering. Yeah, got my swag on today. All right, good job. Let's turn both feet to the right side and drop your chest onto your thigh. You can bring your left foot up just a little bit and let your body forward fold here. Just with the weight of the body. So I want to bend the knees so the chest is relaxing on the thighs as much as possible. If you need to, with a block or on your fingertips, kind of stay up. But try to bend both knees so that your chest can relax. And let the weight of the shoulders and the head and everything kind of releasing down forward to stretch that thigh and hamstring as much as possible through the gluteal muscle. Good job. So, now that we're here, how you guys doing? Okay. So we're going to now bring the left foot in line with the right foot. We're going to come onto our fingertips, and we're going to bring the left leg behind us. Okay? So left leg is there behind us. So now, if we're here and you want to go a little further, you can press down through the right foot, and bring your hands into a prayer position and go for somewhat of a warrior three. Or you can just stay here on a block or your fingertips. Press through the right foot, right knee is slightly bent. And if you want to go for a full warrior three again. Nice long deep inhale, exhale. And exhale, bring the hands down. And then the left foot comes down. And then drop your chest back onto your right foot. Your right thigh. Hang out here for a second. And then bring your feet back to the center. Swagger. Swagger the hips. Actually, that feels really good, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, and then let's take both feet to the left side, turning the body to the left side.
You can bring your right foot up. Good adjustment, good adjustment. And bend that back knee just a little bit there. Good, good, good. So the thing to think about too, if you can, is to bring your left hip back and your right hip forward and straighten it out. So you got an even stretch. Very nice adjustment. Very nice adjustment there. Good, cat, looking good. Very, very nice adjustment. Very nice. So, are we ready to go for the Warrior 3? Yes. Have a confirm. Okay, it's the left foot, okay? So now, walk the hands out a little bit further, bend the left knee. Bring that right leg up behind you. Squeeze the glute now on that right foot, my right gluteal muscle. So that lifts the leg. So you can stay here, which is fine. Now, if you want to go further, keeping the left knee micro bend, press down to the left foot. Bring the right hands to the prayer position for Warrior 3. If you want to go full Warrior 3, one more inhale, exhale, and then exhale. Bring the hands down. Bring that foot back to the floor and drop your weight back into the chest, bending both knees. And then bring it back to center. Both feet over to the side where it began, and a lot more swagger. How much more swagger you got? I got so much swagger today. Okay. Inhale, elbows onto the knees. Go ahead and take a second to relax. Then open up the feet to the sides, and let's go in for a deep stretch. Elbows on the inside, as much as you can. Get into those inner groin muscles, lower back. And we got the swagger. And then bring it back up. One more stretch forward. Release the head, bend the knees. If you want to grab the ankles now, really go for a deep stretch. Go on and do it. And then when you're ready, inhale. Elbows back onto the knees. And then all the way up on your exhale, flat back. Good job, good job, good job. All right. I think that's time that we can sit down. Would you like to sit down, or you want to do some more? Cat, let's sit down. Come on, it's not a trick question. You're going, well, I'm ready to do more. Of course you are. We're always ready to do more. But how much more do we really want to do? Okay, enough to where I can start to cool down now. So we're going to start to cool down. So, going to butterfly the knees out to the side, bring the soles of the feet together. Take a nice long deep inhale, sit up nice and tall as you can. Now the feet can be either further away or closer to you, whatever is good for you. Everybody's different. Every body is different. Nice long deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Just keep breathing. Inhale to the lower back, exhale. And try to release the lower back and exhale, let the body release. Two more inhale, exhales here. Then inhale, sit up nice and tall. And bring the knees up. On your exhale, release the lower back. And then let's sit up nice and tall again. Bring your feet out to the side, in front of you as much as possible. We're going to do a forward fold. Now, this is your forward fold in the sitting posture. So we want to try to get off our gluteal muscles and get onto our sit bones as much as possible. But keep the knees bent, because this is your forward fold. So if you had a flat back and you're halfway lift, and exhale into a forward fold, this would be what you would be doing. So the thing to do here now, because you have gravity working differently, keeping the knees bent, grab your right gluteal and take it behind you, and then your left, and then to your right. Start to feel the inhale and exhale, and bend your knees enough to where the chest can almost fall onto the thighs. Because the more you can relax the body, the more the body will stretch in a relaxed position. You can continue to grab the gluteals and get them out of the way so you can sit onto the sit bones. And try to keep the knees micro bent the whole time so the pelvic area rotates. Take a nice long deep inhale. And exhale, point the toes and forward fold. Inhale, go ahead and roll up nice and tall. And exhale, release off the sit bones and round your back into our normal position. So, now what we want to think about is where we're here is lifting out of the lower back and sitting tall onto our pelvic area. So this is where we want to try to be most of our lives, But unfortunately, the gravitational pull will take us down to sit here. So it's okay to sit here, because this is your stretch position. Go ahead and stretch. Release your lower back. There you go. Now sit up nice and tall into a full lengthening power posture. Let's take our feet out closer to the sides of the mat. Sit up nice and tall. And then let's inhale and exhale. Forward fold here. And nice long deep inhale, exhales. And then inhale, sit up nice and tall. And again, on your exhale, release the lower back. So this is the pelvic area rotation, right? So the rotation of the pelvic area is how we stretch our hamstring muscles, and also how we rotate and stretch the hips. So now, my legs are here, but if I wanted to, I could put one leg over here, I can put the other leg over here. I want to stretch a little bit more. I lift out of my lower back and rotate my pelvic area. So let's try that. Take one leg out to the side as much as you can, another leg. Now, so this is where you're comfortable. So now when the body starts to grip, you want to release wherever it's gripping. It's usually going to grip right here in your groin muscles. So when we do that, how we release that is our rotation of the pelvic area in our lower back. So now if we just did that and sit down, that's going to probably much release that area, right? So do you feel the area release? So now, if you rotate onto it, and you go, oh, gripping, right? Because your legs won't go out to the sides anymore. So what we want to do is, instead of rotating the pelvic area now to release it, which you can go ahead and release it, think about rolling through it, finding where the stretch is, and just releasing it into the muscle itself, through the muscle itself. Okay? So now once you start to feel like you can release that muscle, then you can power up more through your stretch, right? And then that continues to open it up. So every time I'm going to grip, and I'm going to grip too, I'm just going to take, instead of doing the release in the lower back here, because that's the extreme part of it, now I have released that, but to get the stretch, I can power up through, okay? So then if my back and my hips are on the rotation, where my rotations are, then I can start to lengthen out and start to flatten the back. Okay, now what's going to happen here is, for most of the time, you're going to start to do this, okay, which happens because you got to work through the flat back, and you got to continue to work through the flat back, and that will continue to stretch all the way through. Okay, how's your forward fold into this position? Let's see. Good. So you can start to see where it's going to go is in the middle of the range of the back, right? So this is why you have to have the hip rotation all as much as you can. So you kind of feel, if you just feel this rotation through the pelvic area and you want to release it, I would release it through my lower back. So watch my lower back now. And what happens automatically when I roll my lower back into the mat, my legs automatically come in. Okay, so there's the rotation of the pelvic area, which is connected to the lengthening of the back. Okay, so if we're sitting up nice and tall, then you can forward fold as much as you can. Now I can still feel my back there, so I want to do that. So there's my stretch, okay? And I'm not feeling very stretched today, but when I am feeling stretched, we can go all the way down. Right, so that's the rotation of the pelvic area, which is the most important part of stretching the hamstring, the quad muscles, the inner groin. But your release is release. So there's where the lower back, so that's your release. So most people live in their release. Most people live here, right? So if I was here and I had my legs forward, then I'd be kind of schlumpy, with a little bit of a curved back. But if I sit up nice and tall, then I feel my pelvic area underneath me, and then my back is lengthening, so I'm here. So if I was to stand up, this would be the same position I was standing up. Yeah? So now, let's release that, and how do we do that? We just slowly roll, starting with the pelvic area, the lower back, which is what I began class with in the cross-leg position, to roll your lower back into the floor, right? Keep rolling, and automatically the legs come in, right? So we're not using any muscles to do that. Now I sit up nice and tall again. Sit up nice and tall, and let's forward fold, last time. And then come on up. And then bring the knees up. Sitting up nice and tall. Now we're going to slow roll through the vertebrae all the way down. Start with your lower lumbars as much as you can. If you need to hold on to your knees. It's a slow roll, starting with the lower lumbars, all the way down. as much as you can. Hold on to your knees, don't fall. If you feel like you're gonna fall, round your back into like cat and get your vertebrae on the mat as much as you can, and then go all the way down. I'm not gonna go all the way down because I'm gonna lay on this little microphone case. Good. Now lift the stomach to the ceiling. Elongate the stomach to the ceiling. No, just the stomach. Hips are on the floor. There's a cave in your back, so stomach and the belly button go to the ceiling. Create a little hollow space in your lower back. That's it. Now press the lower back into the mat. Lower back goes into the mat. Now press the lower back into the mat and roll up the opposite way, so shoulder blades come up. We use a teeter-totter effect. So press the lower back into the mat and bring your shoulder blades up. Press down to the back. Press down to the lower back. Hold on to your knees and pull yourself up if you need to. So hold on to your knees and pull yourself up if you need to. Okay, so there's the core strength. Okay, so there's the rotation and the vertebrae separation. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little bit of what that looks like. If I can get this thing off to the side here. And I'm just going to hold on to it. So I'm rolling my lower back into the mat, right? Every vertebrae connects with the mat. Then what I do is I lift the stomach to the ceiling, create that hollow space. I'm going to press down to the lower back and use the teeter-totter effect of pressing down and keep pressing down to roll up. Okay? Now, if you have any spinal problems, or if you have anything in your spine, you're going to feel it right away. So you may need to bypass that and just pull yourself up. But if you can, to strengthen every vertebrae, you want to roll down. That's why we do that cat position at the beginning of class, really round through the vertebrae. We lift the stomach up, and this is your core. So if I press down, if I want to do crunches, I would be doing crunches here, pressing down my lower back, doing the crunch. And then, but if I want to come up, let's come up. So the lower back is really important. So let's try that. Control. Good. Now do the opposite stretch, stomach and belly button to the ceiling, create that hollow space in lower back. Now press the lower back down and let that be the catalyst to slowly press down, press down, press down. That's it, you got it, good job. Good job. So it's just knowing how to use your body correctly. Everything's about knowing how to engage your body. And when you engage your body correctly, then you have a full utilization of the muscle structure. If you don't, then you're usually not using some certain structure, you're not using a certain part of the body to make yourself stronger. So that's why it's really important, one, to use every vertebrae, and to get every vertebrae into your structure so you're building all the vertebrae. Because if you're missing 2 or 3 vertebrae, that's something in your body that's not helping you work. Of course, we all have different issues that keep us from being 100%, but we want to work for that, okay? So, last time, roll down. And then we're going to a nice bridge pose, right? So slow roll down all the way. The feet are up next to the gluteal muscles. Your fingertips touch your heels. First, lift the stomach and the belly button toward the ceiling. And then press the lower back and to the mat, and then roll the hips up nice and slow. So we're going the opposite way. Hips roll up onto our mid-range. And then we're going all the way to our shoulder blades. Then once you get to the shoulder blades, slow roll down the opposite way. So spread your shoulder blades, really get into the mid-range of the shoulder blades, get into the mid-range of the back, and then slowly set the lower back into the mat, and then slowly set the hips onto the mat. And let's do an opposite stretch. So take the stomach and the belly button toward the ceiling, stretching the stomach and the belly button to the ceiling, and then slowly pressing the lower back into the mat, and then let that lift the hips up. Then the hips rise nice and slow. And then once you get to your shoulder blades, if you want to go a little bit further into bridge pose, you can come up onto your shoulder blades, interlace your fingers behind your back, press down through the palms and the shoulder blades, and press down through the heels and lift your hips as high as you can. And then on your way down, unrelease the hands, release the shoulder blades, and then slowly start to roll every vertebra, nice and slow, massaging every vertebrae slowly onto the mat, until the lower back settles down into the lumbars, and then the hips release. Then slowly stretch the stomach to the ceiling one more time, belly button, create that hollow space in the back. And then relax the lower back into the mat, and then bend the knees, pressing the lower back into the mat, bring the knees into your chest, and roll that lower back out. And then when you get ready, if you feel like you're so happy, you can open up the happy baby. Yay, happy baby time. So elbows out to the sides of the body, work the sides of the waist. You can grab the outside of the foot, inside the feet, or ankles, whatever works for you. Just roll into the sides of the back, slowly massage the back. And then Nice long deep inhale. Bring your knees together. Bring your knees together into your chest. Bring your forehead to your knees. So scrunch up, last crunch. Yes, we're almost done. And release the feet to the floor. Keep your knees slightly bent. Take a nice long deep inhale. And relax the left leg all the way out in front of you. Take a nice long deep inhale. Bring the right knee into your chest just a little bit. And then when you're ready, inhale, exhale, the right knee across the body into supine twist. Just make sure that your right foot is on the inside of the left knee. Right foot on the inside of the left knee. And now take it over. That's it. Now when you get there, scoot your left hip underneath the body, nice underneath you. So your nice long line between the top of your heel and the top of your head. Right shoulder's on the mat, looking to that right shoulder. It's on the floor as much as possible. Inhale, lengthen to the sideways. So inhale, lengthen to the sideways. On your exhale, let the knee slowly, easily go toward the floor. Let the body slowly release. One more inhale, exhale here. And relax. Now inhale that knee into your chest, rolling through the lower back. Bring the opposite knee into the chest. So press the lower back into the knee, both knees into the chest. Keep both knees there, roll out the lower back just a little bit. And then when you're ready, inhale, exhale. Left leg all the way out in front of you, or right leg all the way out in front of you. All the way out. And then when you're ready, inhale, exhale. The left knee across in supine twist. Keeping that foot on the knee just so that it's balanced. Yes. Left shoulder blade is on the mat, looking out toward the left. Inhales and exhales here. Nice long, make sure that hip is brought back underneath the body. Nice long deep inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly release that knee to the side. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Now, bring that knee into your chest, rolling through the lower back. Bring both knees back into the chest. Rolling out the lower back. Last little bit of time. And then when you're ready, inhale. Exhale, bring the legs all the way out on the floor in front of you, on the mat, all the way out. Inhale, the arms back above the head. Elongate, nice long stretch to the side waist. Inhale, elongate. Let me hear a long, audible exhale, release. Ah. That was great. Bring your hands down to your sides. In Savasana, open up the feet as far as you like, hands wherever you would like. Take a nice long deep inhale here to the center of the head. Make that deep inward connection with yourself. On that exhale, release any tension left in the body. One more time, inhale right into the center of the head. Make that deep spiritual connection with the self. And exhale, release everything and let it go. And find your breath and connect with the universal energy. And just let the body go. Feel that you're floating on the mat. Nice long deep inhales and exhales. Inhale. Inhale. Let's take a nice long deep inhale. One more inhale, all the way back into the body now. And when you're ready, start to rub your fingertips together and wiggle the toes. A little roll in the wrist and the ankles. A little bend in the knees and the elbows. And then let's take a nice long deep inhale and stretch the hands back above the head, lengthen to that side waist, coming all the way back, reaching, yes. And leaving the arms there. On your exhale, press the lower back into the mat. Bring your knees to the ceiling and feet towards your gluteal muscles. Place them on the floor. Hands stay above the head. Hands stay above the head, yes. Take a nice long deep inhale. On your exhale, drop both knees over to the right side. Come into the side waist. Let the left hand touch the floor next to your right side. Bring the left hand to your right side, all the way on the side waist, all the way on the right side waist. Hand is near your chest. Left hand is near your chest, right chest. There you go. Take a nice long deep inhale. Exhale, press yourself up to seated posture, keeping your eyes closed. Let's seal the practice today. So as we began class, sit down deep into your sit bones now. Lengthen out the lower back, which has a new meaning. Bring your palms together at your heart center. Press your thumbs against your heart chakra. Breathe deep to the center of the head and fill the heart up with love. On your exhale, stay strong and lifted as you slowly release the air. Let's bring the thumbs up to the third eye chakra, right in the center of the forehead. Breathe deep into the center of the head and fill the love you have with body. Fill deep inside your body, filled with love. On your exhale, stay strong and lifted and release the air. On your next inhale, to the center of the head, find the love outside the body. Find that space outside the body, that sustaining space of life that sustains us. On your exhale, stay strong and lifted and release it. On your next inhale, through the center of the head, feel that the body is filled with love. Inside the body and outside the body is the same continuous love. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining us today. Kat, thank you. Marlene, thank you so much. Great job, and thank you at home. Have a great rest of the day. Namaste.